Hello, survivors! Hello! I was about to give up. Yeah, I do apologise. I do apologise. Thank you very much for tuning in. Time got away from me. You know when you look at the clock and it's 5 PM and you're like, oh, everything's fine. And then you look at the clock and it's like 7. It's like, oh, I've got a little bit of time. And you look at the clock and it's like, oh, 25 to 9. Oh, that's great. It's been one of them days. As cold as it is, time seems to be going quick. And it has been chilly the last 24 to 48 hours for me. I don't know about you guys. It has been a little bit frosty. I'm kind of thankful. I got kind of got my bedding situation under control when I did. Like I decided when I actually got paid by YouTube, one of the first things I did was buy some like covers, like fleece, like kind of thickish fleece covers. And I bought 2 of them, and then initially I just had it where I was lying on one of them, so I was using it kind of like what do you call it? I don't know what you want to call it. Topper, like a topper. It was just much more like comfortable because it was fluffy. But I bought 2, and the second it started getting cold, the other one basically came out. And I basically was in this fleece, very thick fleece styled sandwich with another cover over the top. Throw over. Yeah, but it was, yeah, I don't know why it's called. I could probably look it up on Amazon. Let me just do that actually. Let me just do that. Because I'm pretty sure it's fleece style material, but it's quite thick because fleece is normally quite thin, right? So I don't know. I bought it it's about 6 months ago now actually. Amazon needs to do 2023. Past the whole of 2023. Okay. Let me have a little look. I also order my food on Amazon. I use Morrison's on Amazon because you get Amazon Prime with it, so you get free delivery. It's quite nice. Cheeky, you know. Okay, it should be coming up here. Might have gone past it. If I knew where it was, I could just search for it. I just can't remember what it's called. Is that it? No. Pillows. I bought some new pillows as well. Okay, here we go. Bed Shore Sherpa Fleece Blanket King Size. Fluffy microfiber blankets. Large throw. Silver grey. Very, very nice and fluffy. They were on sale. They're quite expensive now. Jeez, I don't remember buying that for that expensive. Did I get it for that much? Surely I got it cheaper. Surely. Yeah, I got it for like 30 quid, and they're now like 45. It's mad. But I got 2 of those, and oh my goodness, it's been so important when it's been cold. Because like I said, I'm in like a sandwich, so I've got one underneath me and then one on top of me, and then I've got like a goose down blanket on top of that, and I'm in my PJs, so I'm basically as warm as I can get, and I'm still a little bit chilly. I'm still feeling it. Like if my face, like when I have my hand outside the covers, like on my phone, when I'm on my tablet when I'm in bed, right, like just watching Netflix or whatever, my fingers start to get like kind of crispy, like yo, getting that frostbite situation. Is that bad? Oh goodness. So I don't want that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure most of England's dealing with it now. It was okay for a few nights. It was quite cold a couple like last week, but yes, it's been really chilly. Yeah, the heating has been on. I might have to get a new onesie. My last onesie I absolutely destroyed. I had a Mario onesie, and it was just a little bit too small for me. So like it consistently just like split, and eventually it just was like, I don't know what you want to call it. Like it was basically a hoodie, but it was like a full size hoodie. It was mad. But hey, that's what it is. It's just crazy. It's crazy. What's up, Valiant? No. What's up, Daylight? Cygnus. What's up, Angel? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Seren? Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I hope you're having a good day. Now, there is an event ending. We know this. We talked about this before. Cygnus was 100% correct. We do get enough, but they just mislabeled the last stage to cost 20 energy rather than 25 on the blog for whatever reason. But it's all good. The calculations came through. And everything was okay, so it's not too bad. I've still got to do the last act, so we'll get through this now. And then once I've done this last act, we'll go over the new event, because there is actually a new event that's exactly the same as this one. I actually want to use a slightly more consistent team. I've got a slightly better team. I think it's got like Omid. I hope that's not the one I switched. It might be the one I switched in. It like had Raven, Omid. I mean, I'll use this team, and I just got to find William, because these stages are kind of scary, because they can have burn bleed on it. Just a little scary. I'll give him the improved 1535. Let's get a buff. Just a little scary. Just a little bit. What's up, Jimmy, as well? What's up, Mark? Happy Thursday indeed. Happy Thursday. I have 2 dogs and have been sharing my blanket. You got your own little like personal radiators. Nice. Nice. I still need 1 Carol from the event. Have I missed something? No, there is another mini event coming. This is the mini event ending. The main event is still happening. I think the main event's still got 2 weeks left. So, like, you're all right. You should still be able to get stuff, potentially. I did claim 2 copies of Carol. Again, I'm still kind of debating getting another one. This event is quite a bit more rewarding than previous events. And the mod's also not as good. And neither is the weapon. So, my choices are actually much more narrowed, so getting the character seems way more legitimate this event, but I really kind of still hope that they were going to fix the character, but I don't think they are, honestly. I think if it was a promo character, it would have been fixed already, but because it's free to play, you know, it's just not a priority, to be honest, which is a shame. They steal the heat from me. That's not how body heat transference works. Well, I mean, it kind of is. I think, doesn't it go to neutral body heat? So like, if someone's 40 and another one's 30, it will go like down to like 37 or something like that. Not halfway, but slightly less than the top. I can't remember how body heat works. But it's generally better to be snug with someone else, even if it is a doggo. What you don't realize is the dogs are using Daylight Nightshine as a. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, right? It's what's it called? It's one of those something relationships. Oh, there's a name for it where 2 animals work together. Have you ever seen that? Like, where there's a badger and a wolf, and they work together to hunt animals. I can't remember what it's called. In nature. It's so cool. There's so many cool YouTube videos about that stuff. Like badger and a wolf working together just is awesome. Or I think it might be a jackal actually. Symbiotic. That's it. That's it. And I will say this, right? Don't you guys think it's strange with dogs how they genuinely like humans a lot of the time? Like it's very natural for them. Very natural. I think dogs just like having a leader, and humans seem quite leader style, right? I don't know. But yeah, kind of just going off on one rant in a little bit. I want more than the dogs, yeah. I mean, I would say your body temperature is probably higher than a dog, yeah. Also, only have 8,250 Herschel tokens. Not sure if I missed anything there. You can get 11,000 total, so you might have. You probably missed some of the, like, by the sounds of it, you might have missed all of the arena missions. The arena missions are the worst part of it, but you've really got to get on top of it for next one that comes out tonight. The Lily one, don't leave anything to luck, guys, at the end. Don't be like, oh, I'll get it during the week. Just get it done in the first 2 or 3 days. Lily is actually really good. She's probably the best attack character out of the ones that they've, you know, done for Awakening. Without a doubt, in my opinion. So yeah, don't like leave it to last minute. Like, I've left Herschel to last minute. I've missed the arena attacks, for instance. And I think the first week, effectively, like, it starts tonight. So the first week resets on Christmas Day. So you don't want to have it like on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. You're having to do like arena attacks and stuff, you know? Just like, get it done by like Thursday, Friday. Just start with it. Don't worry too much about Herschel. It's actually better not to go for Herschel if you're brand new. He isn't that good. He isn't that good. He'd only be good if you really want to like have a solid character in Faction Assault. But even the Herschel that you got for free is decent enough for Faction Assault. The next character's the one that's massive. If you like you said, if you just started with the game, you could legitimately have a really good free-to-play damage dealer with this next character, which is Lily, who comes out tonight. I did preview her on my channel. Her Awakening is really good. And obviously you get given 5 copies of the character as well. There will be a Telltale crate coming in the game. I didn't see what characters are in it. We can check that out as well on the blog, but there will be a Telltale crate. I'm guessing it's going to be like dark. I'm going to say it's going to be dark. They won't put Lee in there. Oh, they might just use the same crate from Lee's one, unfortunately. So it'd be like Molly, Dark. I guess Kenya. Actually, I don't think they could really use anyone else. I don't think they'll put Lee in there, though. But yeah. Dogs like being in a pack and they see humans as great members of their pack. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And then we're kind of like magic to them, right? Like, they're like, oh, I really wish I could get that piece of food in that cupboard right there. And a human just does it, and they're just like, wow, this guy's got to be my pack leader. Pretty much, right? He's so strong. He's so good. He's so tall. Can you imagine what goes through a dog's brain when he sees you do that? Because, like, the dogs love you anyway. And then you're literally just, like, you're just doing exactly what they want you to do. Like, what they wish they could do. Oh, goodness. 3 dog night is from dog sled mushers. Most times the dog's fine outside, but really cold. Bring 1 or 2 warmth and really cold. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit, like, if it's snowing, I know some dogs are okay in snow. Some dogs even like snow. I've seen some clips where, like, there's been some dogs who had, like, gone out in the snow and just lying in the snow. And it's like, come inside, and they're like, no. Don't want to come inside. I like the snow. And they're just covered in snow. And then they shake themselves off and they're just like a completely different colour. Like a full black-haired dog. Just looks completely white. Dark Lee, Kenny, Molly, I bet. I don't think they'll put Lee in there. We'll see. We shall see. Make sure you hit the like button, guys, if you are logged in on YouTube. Nearly completed this roadmap. I'll just do ×3 for the last couple of bits. This is the final roadmap. Or the final act of this roadmap, and wouldn't you guess it, the next roadmap is blue light bulbs. We had yellow, we've got green currently, next is blue. I guess they're going to do another one which is red. I'm pretty sure the first ones were yellow, right? And then they could potentially do another one that's red. So I haven't looked at the event. I'm guessing it's going to be around something different than what the other ones are around. One was around wasn't one around raids, and then this one's been around SR, so maybe the next one's around something else, maybe roadmaps. No teasers. I want to find out myself. It's all good. But I'm guessing it's going to be something different. Or it could just go back to raids or whatever the first one was again. Boom, boom. I wouldn't actually mind raids. Raids are some of the easier ones to get done. I've really got to make sure I can install all the games I want to take to my parents' house on my tablet. I don't know if one of the games I'm playing right now can actually be installed on it, to be honest. I might have to ask my brother if I can install it on his PC and play it for like an hour a day. Or not even an hour, just like 30 minutes. Again, double attacked. Oh, she's not even there. Okay. Okay. That's good. Oh no, this is a horrible team. Now, this would be horrible if I come up against it in a raid. Thankfully it doesn't have passives. If it had passives, it would be a little bit different. I think that's it, right? We are done. Okay, roadmap done. We get 150 Christmas trees. Let's check out our total now. We're at 440, so I could claim another version of character. I'm going to chill for the moment. I obviously have done the rando attack mod, so I'm slightly less than what you guys are. You probably could have... could you have taken 2? Another 180. Yeah, you could have taken 2, right? No, you'd be 20 short. Okay. So you'd be on 300 left right now if you took another Carol. So you're having to wait for the next event regardless. The reason I think like these two mods are really good, and then Carol. There's not much else really. There's not much else unless you really desperately need silvers and stuff. The Herschel tokens. Someone was talking about Herschel before. The mods that are good for him are this one and this one. I'd say this one's the best one. Defense Versus is really good. Especially considering you need 3 defense teams of 5 characters, so it's a lot of character. Well, 4 actually, including the tower team, but it's not as important. But so yeah, that's what I'm going to claim. I'm going to claim 2 of these because his store finishes pretty soon, right? Okay, no, it's another week. But we're going to claim 2 of these anyway. And then I'll try and claim 2 of the Grays ones as well. But I don't really mind. We'll see what we can get there. It's kind of just whatever. Maybe I'll go for the RNGs. I'll go for 1 RNG right now. Go for 1 RNG right now. Okay. We'll open those a little bit later. I will just bring up the event info. Let's go over the new event, and then I'll also just double check the Lily thing. And while I'm here, I could log in with Facebook and get me a crate clean, and then get me a faction login as well. Clean. Okay, let's go to the blog. And we're looking at Frost, Fright, and the Mythic Awakening for Lily. Okay. Okay, here's here is Frost Fright. Also, after growing up with my dogs, to answer your question, when a dog sees you grab food, they think I'll trade you love for that, and you grab that for me, right? I'll take, yeah, pretty much. Because in their mind, they're like, I really want that. And then you get it. And they're like, wow, thanks. You know, good one, teammate. Anyway, we're going to go over the Frost Fright event. It's blue light bulbs this time. Same sort of deal. I'm guessing it's the same for the roadmap as well. It starts tonight, the 14th of December, and it ends on the 21st, so before Christmas. And then I'm guessing another one will start on the 21st. You know? Another one will start directly after this with, I'm going to guess, red light bulbs. You can get bulbs from logging in, Christmas trees as the bonus reward, daily bonus Christmas tree missions. You have to... Oh, this is daily. Is it a different mission every day? Oh, okay, it's different mission every day. So day 1, you have to level up mythic fighters. You can do this with silvers. So 250 might sound like a lot, but you can do this with silvers. Day 2, you have to use faction assault energy, which is just all 8 of your energy. And it is use the energy. So it isn't like you have to win if you're like struggling to beat bosses. Day 3, you have to use world energy, which is 100, which you should be able to get through no problem at all. Day 4 is killing walkers, which is 300, which is going to take a few runs of like road maps. Maybe you could do like some of the last stages of world map and be fine. Win 1 raid battle without a single character dying. You have to do that 12 times, so you have to, you know, do your main raids and then a can. Hopefully this lines up with a raid tournament, because raiding outside of raid tournaments is generally quite terrible, just because you're actually raiding like proper defenses, and proper defenses are rough for a lot of people. The next day is SR stages. It is winning 10, so you have to complete daily SR or there's a weekly SR on that day. And then arena battles, win 5, and it's winning 5. You get 5 for free every day, although I don't know what day would that be. That might be bad, because doesn't that mean Champions Arena? I'm not sure how to cross it. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Like, we've got Arena that's just started up, so you're gonna have like a 5-hour period to get this done. Unfortunately, this mission's bad, and unfortunately it's probably already like loaded up in the game, so they can't really do much about it. They kind of messed up with this. They should always do arena battles midweek, not at the end of the week. I know this crosses over into Monday, but Monday arena doesn't start until I think it doesn't start until 11 AM Pacific, and this event ends at 5 PM Pacific, so you're gonna have 6 hours to do this mission. Not great. That is not great. Raid tournaments are the ones that are going to give out the blue Christmas bulbs. 2 of them give 200 each, which is fine. And then there's the Frost Fright missions. Collecting bulbs gives you sweaters. Oh, there's no roadmap this time. Way, there's no roadmap. That is crazy, guys. Wow. Wow, that is crazy. I'm actually genuinely surprised there's no roadmap here. We have to collect 1,000 blue Christmas bulbs. We can get 400 from the raid tournaments, 500 from the daily missions if you do every single one, and I guess you can get 100 from logging in. Yeah, 100 from logging in by looks of things. Yeah. So you need to get everything. You need to do every mission. And that 5-hour window to do the mission on next Monday sounds a bit rough, but it is what it is. The downside is we are going to have Christmas on a Monday. So if the next mission starts up for the, effectively, air quotes, the red bulbs, which I'm guessing, it will start on next Monday and it will end on Christmas Day. So hopefully they take that into consideration. I don't know how they're going to be able to... Maybe make it a 2-week one or maybe like a 10-day one. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to look at the Mythic Awakening Lily event. I'm just happy enough that there's no roadmap in this one. Just to mix it up at least. You know? It's nice. Okay. The Lily's Awakening. Introducing Awakened Lily, a formidable force on the battlefield with a set of skills that make her an awesome combat ace. Combat ace, yeah, they took the title of one of the passives. Players will need 10,000 Lily tokens plus a fully maxed out Lily. Unless they changed anything, you should be able to get 11,000. It looks like you're going to be able to get attack set Paragon mods rather than crit set, which is a bit disappointing because she is a crit character. And we don't get many crit set mods. Preview there, overview there. Login calendar gives axes, kind of same as always. SR tournaments and raid tournaments give axes. Hopefully there's 6 acts here. Act 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, this is to get the axes, so this should be 6, right? Okay, and you get a copy of Lily plus the Mythic Fighter Choice Box. Then the actual Lily roadmap that resets every week. You need 1 Telltale, Mythic Lily, 2 Telltale, 2 Telltale plus Lily, 3 Telltale, and then 3 Telltale plus Lily. But they only need to be grade 1. So 1 copy. I don't know if there's any copies of Lily, any copies of Telltale in the Mythic Market right now. So I know you can get 1 copy from each of the crates, but... Oh yeah, that'll count. 3 plus Lily. Okay, that counts. Actually, Lily counts as one of the Telltale, doesn't she? Okay, then you're absolutely fine. The bonus roadmap, this is if you spend and you get the Lily early, you get some tokens. Ultra and Advanced, a little bit of extras. Gear medal missions are going to be back. I think these dropped off. Oh no, they didn't. It's the same missions as always. Arena missions, unfortunately, are here as well. Lily's going to cost... Wait, what? Okay. Yeah. Ultra chance bags, advanced chance bags, attack set, taunt, resist. That's not too bad, I guess. Taunt resist isn't too bad. Although it can be cheese, it can be quite nice. Attack set, attack versus Paragon. We literally just got that in the store with in the store with Carol. So not really mixing up there. Attack set, crit not crit chance, crit multiplier. This is auxiliary crit. It's nice, but she needs a crit multiplier all round, in my opinion. But attack set's not bad, and then random attack set mods, choice silvers, and that's it. That is it. And the characters are Kenny, Molly, Duck. I think the other characters, just Lee and Lily, are Awakened characters, and they've already given those away before. Plus Clementine's in the museum, so they wouldn't give her away. It was always going to be these 3. That's fine, I guess. Yep. It's okay. The only thing I wish they had is they wish they had crit set mods instead of attack set mods, and I wish the arena missions would go away. But other than that, looks fine to me. I think these ones have been definitely much nicer. The six act ones. Obviously, 6 is less than 10, but it genuinely is just much nicer to get through. It doesn't even feel like more than half of what we had before. It feels like less than half. It's that much better. I don't know why I'm scrolling up. I can pick this button right here, right? So that's Lily Awakening, and it looks pretty standard. Nothing too, nothing new or anything like that. But definitely this is one you want to keep on top of, 100% for sure, because Lily is a really good character, no doubt. So not too bad, guys. Not too bad. Not too bad. That tune with the minigun is so annoying. The tune with the minigun can be countered by this tune pretty well. Here. When she does her adrenaline rush, she gives her entire team camouflage. And then she gets a guardian shield. So she can't get hit by the payback. And because the way camouflage works, neither can her teammates. So if I take her into raids, I've still got on a team. This is like my standard Rick killing team. So if I have a Rick lead, this is easily the fastest teams for me to kill Rick teams. For sure. For sure. We don't see too many Ricks nowadays. Although you don't see too many Ricks in raids. You definitely see more Ricks in war because people have to have 3 defenses. So you do see a lot more Ricks. So not that Rick. That's an attack team Rick. Talking about red defense team leader Rick. I could probably do that team as well, but we're just going to skip until we get a Rick. See if we can get one. Getting the others opens up the route for getting Clementine. This is... No, does it? Does it? Does that actually happen? I don't know about that. I think they stopped that with Clementine, right? And they stopped that with Jesus 2K. You can't do that anymore. I think... Well, they kept on changing the way Mythic Trials worked. Okay. So that the way you do it... Okay. I have to impair this character. But when I rush this one, I shouldn't have any payback on any of my team. On anyone. You see the skulls that popped up blocked the payback damage because they've got this skull on top of them as a buff. That's camouflage. That means you can't get hit by non-targeted damage. You can't get hit by AoE damage. Now I'm going to have to take out Jesus, which can be a little bit more annoying. Wow, her damage has been like... It feels like she's been... do you think she's had the treatment, you know? The silent treatment. The old Nerf gun. I remember she used to be able to take out characters so well. I don't think and I haven't unmodded her. It is mad, right? She used to be able to destroy characters, like... Destroy them so much. It was mad. It was mad. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. She used to be able to do the business, man. Where did it all go wrong? Where did it all go wrong? They nerf Raven. Silent nerfs. Hate to see it. But she can't even one-shot her anymore. Like straight up. She hasn't even got defense while stunts. I can't even one-shot her. That's mad. That is crazy. We'll try again. Should get a signature move again, right? Nope. But she hit for 225k. I don't know, man. Raven just seems to have been slapped a little bit. Does she have carbine? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Everything else is still there. I might have a crit set one now. No, I don't. But everything else is still there. And yeah, she even had attack versus fast for against Jesus and didn't one-shot him. I mean, she hit him for 70k, but I mean, it was a non-crit, I guess. But yeah, it was odd. You wouldn't be able to get the known mods anyway if you got Lily without offers. Yeah, this is true. This is true. This is true. But then again, you wanna be attracted into buying mods at the same time. This is what you can get for free when you get Lily maxed out. Is you can get 1 ultra, 2 advanced, and 1 HP. Well, 1 attack set random mod. And that's what I recommend doing. Getting Lily first, because you might mess up. We're getting Lily first, then get 1 Ultra, 2 Advanced, and 1 HP set mod. Although, if you're brand new to the game, you might want to go for 2 HP set mods. Or, well, it'll be attack set, sorry. But 2 of the random mods over RNG bags. I mean, it's up to you, honestly. This is a hardcore. I mean, 100k from a bag is nice. I wouldn't know, but 100k from a bag is nice. One of these days. One of these days. Are you playing the game on an emulator? I am indeed. I started playing on an emulator. Oh goodness. Feels like 6 years ago or so. Before I started streaming. Basically, I was going in on a raid tournament, right? And my battery on my phone started to die. And the game would deplete the charge of your phone quicker than you could charge it, so you couldn't play it while it was plugged in. And this was with an old Samsung Galaxy. So I was like desperation trying to figure out a way to do it, and I knew about emulators because I played like Nintendo stuff on emulators, and I played, what did I play? I'll come back to this, but it was a Sega Mega Drive game that I was desperate to play, and you were a helicopter. Oh my god, it was so fun. But I downloaded, I think it was called Nox. So I downloaded Nox, managed to get it to play, and then came 7th place in the raid tournament, which was, back then it was top 7 got rewards, and I only came top 7 by like 100 raid points. And I got a Rick. I don't think he might be in here. Is he in here? He's a 5-star. And this was a big deal back then. He was only my 4th 5-star. But what made him a massive deal was the fact that he was a drop lead. Where is he? He was a drop lead. Is it this one? Yeah. All fast teammates get 24 crit. You get a medium bonus to item drop chance. So I got a drop lead for coming 7th place. The top 7 got this guy. I think it's my 4th. The other characters I had were Kenny, Clementine, and Gator. And Gator I got from a raid tournament as well. Ah, my. Scrappy are fine with emulators. Yeah, they're fine with emulators. I mean, they know I play on an emulator. You know? You can do everything you can do on an emulator on a phone nowadays anyway. If anything, phones are more advanced than emulators. Team I'm having fun with: Shane Lee, Brutus, Ghost, Eva and Ghost, and Thanksgiving and Dale. Man, there's so little control in that team. It's like, I'm just like, yo. Like, Brutus and Ghost. Eva and Ghost is your only control. And Shane Lead, like, you know, if you drop Shane Lead and put in Trader, instantly that team becomes better. Like, Shane's just not even needed. The amount of damage you got there. What emulator do you use? I think there's only really one good emulator, right? I think it's BlueStacks, is it? There is some other one I've heard of, like IDK or something like that, or ID. I can't remember what it's called. PID or something like that. I don't know. There's someone that I've seen people talk about, but I think they're sponsored. So it's, you know, I don't necessarily take sponsored information. I take a little bit of a, you know, a sip, just a little bit of a sip. Just a little bit. Brutus brings control. Doesn't he just have some bits of normalize? He's green, isn't he? Let me max him. I don't think he's maxed me. Normalize. Stun. Has he actually got a 60% stun weapon? Colour me surprised. Colour me surprised. His weapon is actually still good. Maybe improved magnified strikes isn't that great on him, but otherwise, like, it's got improved things on it, which is, like I say, it's quite surprising. I think he was quite hard to get. Well, he wasn't hard, but I think he wasn't like super easy, right? Do you know if it will ruin my save if I play on both mobile and emulator, or will it be okay? I switch between emulator and mobile. You might have issues if you're not on Android, because you're going to be switching between an Android emulator and an Android phone or a tablet. Just make sure you obviously attach it to a Facebook profile. That's the most important thing. And you can see that it's working because you can go to TWD RTS.com and you can log in on that website and claim daily free stuff there. Like a crate, which I should have in my inbox. Like I just claimed when I was on that site earlier, I said, I'll just claim the crate. So you can get this daily mythic tokens. You know, every 4 days you get silver mythic, and you can get this crate daily, which has 1,000, 10,000, or 100,000 gold mythic tokens in it. I save these crates for when the gold rushes come around. But yeah, I use Android and use the webpage. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you've already hooked it up, so you use the webpage, you know how that works. So all you have to do is log in on a newer device. It will like give you a confirmation. It will be like, are you sure you want to log in on this account? It should say the name of your Facebook page, like your like the name you have as your display, and it's basically warning you will overwrite if you haven't attached this Facebook to an account already. It will attach it to this one, or you will overwrite the one you're currently on. But that's not a problem if you've already attached it to the account that you use on Facebook. It's all good. The only one you've got to be aware of doing is like clicking unlink in the bottom right hand corner. Just don't ever click that. You don't have to click that to transfer it to the other account. Unlink actually means you remove the Facebook link up that you have on your account. So don't ever click unlink unless you actually want to unlink your Facebook account. But yeah, it should be fine. What's up, Margot? Welcome to the stream. And what's up, Logan? Sorry, bruv, I didn't see you there. Just saw you at the top of the screen. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody else. I said hello to Steve, Mark. What's up, GKN as well? So I'm scrolling up. So weird that Scopely made older promo characters impossible to get for 67 months. I have been raising this in PC meetings, that I think their cadence for re-releasing fighters that they promo is really bad, and it probably hurts their money making. And if it hurts their money making, that means it hurts the game, because the way they make money is through characters. So they have to push the meta, like they have to make characters stronger for people to buy them more consistently. Whereas if they re-release the same characters, like look how many promos it's been since these characters came out, right? Philip Blake has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 promos since him, and each one is at least a week. He should be re-promoted in the next 2 weeks. He needs to be re-promoted in the next 2 weeks. It doesn't matter how well he sells, because it's free for them to do promos. Surely it's free for them to just run someone as a character for a week. They need to rerun him, because there are people who have the Lone Wolves who didn't get him, but they may realize how much more useful he is now. Especially, and there's actually more, because there's this character, there's this character, there's this character that isn't in there. So it's actually 3 more in there. There's actually like 9. There's actually been 9 characters since he's come out. So they need to re-promo him. But what's worse is they haven't re-promoted him. They haven't re-promoted Lucas. They haven't re-promoted William. They haven't re-promoted Jane. They might have re-promoted Clementine just before Warrior Champions. And I'll be honest, I pushed for like before Warrior Champions, they should have done way more than what they did in terms of like people. If people want to buy a character, they should have been able to buy a character. They're killing our pockets. Well, what I mean is like the game. If the game progresses too quickly, it's bad for the game. People don't feel that their characters have good longevity. So if they can make more money from the same character that they've already released, they should be re-releasing that character. 100%. 100%. Like another one I'm pushing now as well is Wanderer, because he was released and his promo ended before Eva and Ghost, and I will guarantee that more people went in for Eva and Ghost than any other Lone Wolf, I think. Just because A, it's a cool character, but B, so powerful. But the combo with Wanderer is really good. They just need to start rerunning characters a little bit better. That's all. Like right now, they've got no reruns up. And what this is how I feel they should do it as well is, so we go to a brand new character. They've got a ×5 and a ×1. When the character comes back, it shouldn't have a ×5. You should only get a ×5 chance on the first time it comes around. You snooze, you lose on the first time you pull, right? Second time around it comes, it's if you just missed out on that one pull, you've managed to accumulate some more tokens, or you've got some more money to spend. You know, it's over to the next month, and you maybe have kind of budgeted $50 a month or something, and you're like, okay, I'm going to buy that extra character because I want to LB3 my Eva and Ghost. That's fair. That's fair. They shouldn't make it advantageous to pull the second time over the first time, because then people will wait, you know? Then people will wait. But yeah. Please continue. I whine so much in PC meetings. I complain about so much stuff because I get so many things that you guys say, and a lot of the stuff doesn't affect me. Like, so many of the things I talk about in PC doesn't directly affect me. Like, I still talk about silvers. I have no problem with silvers. You know, zero. I talk about raid tournaments being like tough to hit 200 raids. It's not super tough for me to hit 100 or 200 raids. It's maybe it takes a bit of time, but to win 100, 200 raids isn't difficult. I've got like a 95% win rate. You know, I have very powerful characters. I get tokens from the content creator program. I get a lot of nice characters. I played the game for a very long time. I have good mods. I have decent weapons, and I'm decent at the game. So I don't struggle too much with that side of things. But I know there will be large amounts of player base that do, and it can, you know, it can hurt people's like fun, you know. So I try and push that kind of stuff too. It's not really complaining if it's true, I know, but like I get whiny. I know I get whiny. I know I get whiny. Like, I mean, I'll be honest, I've been talking about the Mythic Market right now for the last 4 weeks. There was over 60 days left when I was talking about it, right? Over 60. I think it was like 67 days were left. And right now, there are 35. So that's over 4 weeks. So I would just say 4 weeks on the dot. Let's say it was 63 days left. I think it was more. I think it was like 67. But anyway, so for 4 weeks, I've been talking about the Mythic Market and PC stuff. And I can just tell from my perspective, like, sometimes things just don't get taken on board. They're not a priority. I think there's going to be like some crazy meeting in January, like 4 days before the reset. PC, what do you think about this? I can feel it. I can feel it. I know it's like that time of year and stuff, but still, come on, man. Come on. Okay. And I've also been trying to get these tokens. You see these tokens here? The rare ones? I've been trying to get them to put rares somewhere else. Even if it's just so you can transfer your golds to rares. Like buy 5 rares for a gold or something. I talked about this before. Like, it can be like blood from a stone sometimes on some things. And then some things can move really quick. Like, I've come up with a really cool idea I might make a video on it next week. And I passed information on to Scopely, and Scopely came back with like really positive feedback. Like, this actually sounds pretty good. But obviously there's a little bit of money to be made on this idea, but it would be really good for the game as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna ask if I can make a video on my idea. I don't think I should have any problems, but yeah. If it's whining, you're just sharing our feelings. Well, I mean, I do get a little bit emotional over it, because it's like, when I see my viewer base and the player, it's effectively the player base have issues and they're not being addressed. It just annoys me when it's just like. And then honestly, there's other things going on in there as well. Unfortunately, I can't really talk about the other things, but yeah, it can be frustrating. It can be frustrating. I'm not sure what I should do here. I'm still so on the fence with Carol. I'm still like, if she doesn't get fixed, I'm not getting her. But then I can afford her no matter what, right? I can afford her no matter what. So I might as well just get her early, right? Let me check. Is this it? Acquire a third, and then upgrade her passive and levels, right? So yeah, I'll get another Fit 550. I haven't leveled her yet, apparently. Okay. I haven't leveled her. Okay, that'll be the next level up tournament. I'd love to pick up Laura, but with the only option being 2.25% on the advanced world, it's not realistic. I mean, I have said that they should probably run like Laura and Akira as a wheel, where it's like there's a choice crate between the two. They've done this before, where you get two characters, they have 5% chance, or like 7.5% chance, or whatever. There's a percentage chance on each, slightly more pushed, but the choice crate is the two characters. And I said Akira and Laura would be great. People would actually pull on that wheel, because even one version of that character is good. So people might go for 12 to get one of each, or they could push to get Laura to LB3, which is good. You know, Akira to LB3, which is good. The biggest problem with the game is that at least I don't have the feeling of progress in the game. Yeah, I kind of feel like that myself. The only progress you can make really is in the Ultra and Advanced wheel. Like, weapons are free to play right now, because I don't spend on weapons. I don't get anything that can let me acquire weapons through the content creator program. So I'm in the same boat as everybody else with weapons, so I know how bad the weapons situation is. And it's pretty much just like this store for weapons, plus sacrificing the character in the event for the weapon. Which a lot of people do just because they don't get a lot. And weapons are fun. So if you're free to play, you might go, oh, I just want to get a weapon. It's fun. And this one's not very good. But some of them are pretty good. Like, there was that weapon a couple of events ago. I've been using it a lot. It's the one with the Americanized eagles and stuff on it. Is it this far down? It is. Okay. This one. That's such a basic weapon. It's just a ransack weapon. It's not really that amazing, but it's just because it's off trait. It's just because it's off its trait. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what they do. I think they've been discussing publicly, so I don't think I'm okay to say it. I think they've been discussing publicly the returning characters, and I know that doesn't make much difference to people because, like you said, you're not really going to pull for those characters, but if you do pull on the wheel, you want to get certain characters returning. Yeah, there's a lot of trash in here. People think there should only be advanced and ultra in here, and I understand why there isn't. I like the tough trick or treat weapon. I got that one mainly for the last slot, though. I've actually just thought of something, right? Yeah, mainly just for the last slot. But yeah, I need to upgrade some of my weapons. I've been a bit lax on weapons, to be honest. Okay, we've got territories. I'll do some upgrades in a sec. I actually just thought of something. What if they changed What if they changed how this works? Where you don't get characters anymore. You get like currency, kind of like to like spend in a grey market. They could have an ultra and an advanced grey market. The only way to get the currency would be on this wheel. The only character that would be on here would be the promo at the same rates they're on here now. But none of these other characters would be here. It would just be varying amounts of the currency. So it would be like, let's say 0.5% at 5,000 or like 1,000. Then like 900, 800, 700, so on and so forth until it gets down to like a grand total of 100%. And in that currency, you spend in like a grey market and you pick up the character you want. But these characters would have to be at least 9 months old, I think. At least. But a lot of these characters are already 9 months old that are already here. Laura's 9 months old too. Like 9 months goes quick in RTS. 9 months goes quick. What was 9 months ago? Valentine's? Just Valentine's. So this was last year. Because this is before Christmas. This was Christmas last year. Thanksgiving, Christmas. And then Casanova Davy. So Davy would just go into that wheel right now. So any characters you see on your screen, like Casanova Davy, Sarge, Crag, Eric, Zoo, Yuletide, Ezekiel, Winter Madison, Thanksgiving, Sophia, Agent 46, Raven, Kyle. I'd pick up Kyle in an instant. Tyrese, Kyle. Tyrese isn't actually. Eugene, Axel, Circuit, Laura. And then every month, at the end of every month, they could just add the next batch of characters, maybe. You know? And then maybe they have it so that you can only hold a certain amount of resources in there. I'd say maybe you can only hold enough to get 2 characters. And the reason I say that, right, is so that you can't stock up until the character comes in that you want to get a 5 of. I don't think you should be able to do that, because that's kind of gaming the system. So there has to be a balance. I think that would be pretty good. Do you just link account, or do I log in with my Facebook? Yeah, you click link account and it will ask you to log in with your Facebook. You should, yeah, you click link. It should be fine. I put 1535 on it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do the same. Oh wait, on that blue one, on the. Wait, really? Wait, are we talking about the same weapon? This one. You put 1535 on that. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed using that. Sorry, bro. Who do you use it on? Who do you use that on? wait, that's the only reason to pick up this weapon was the 4th slot though. The 3rd slot's just kind of like, okay. Like, I don't know. This was like a weapon that you like throw on Akira or something. Maggie lead. Does it start pre-fight? So like, does Maggie potentially turn into like Negan lead with the focus? I mean, the amount of times the focus hits is great. I mean, yeah, I mean, if it is true 50-50, yeah. Cygnus likes to live on the edge. I mean, it's an idea. I guess he went for huge bonus and then 45% attack. Does Maggie do much for you with that? Like, honestly, as a character, my Maggie, right, hits okay-ish, but I had to give her a weapon that was pretty much just making her just hit as hard as possible when it comes to like the attack and stuff like that. 50. Oh, you didn't go for HP. Huge bonus. Oh, I guess she's 50 55 AP, right, yeah, true. Warning, sign into the account that already has been bound to the game. Not sure. Yeah, basically it's warning you that the account that you're on right now, the one that you're actually on before loading it, you won't be able to get back to it. So if it's just a fresh account, you went through the tutorial and stuff, you don't care about it. You know? You don't care about it. So and that's it. You just click confirm and it will load your other account. But it will overwrite the account that you were on. But like I said, there we go. It's a new account. Just, yeah. It works for me. No, I mean, I understand. I understand. I mean, it's a massive drop off in damage. I didn't like her base weapon. Splash damage. Obviously, the Rampage 1535 is pretty much the most important thing. I don't like her as a character. They don't seem to be able to make very good leaders. This is the thing that I'm missing on attack teams. Their defense leaders are good because their defense leaders are doing things to you, whereas the attack leaders are kind of average. Even the promos, honestly. And it's such a massive part of a team. And I've said this so many times. If the elite attack leader is a damage dealer, you lose so much with them not having a specialist skill. So much. Like, could you imagine half the damage dealers that you've got not having their specialist skill? When they get normalized, it's just a different character, man. And this character is basically 24/7 normalized. But when you've got a control character, there aren't that many good control specialists. It's all about the kit. That's why control role and like actual proper control leaders are so much better. And that's why Trader's still like such a good character. Maggie, I mean, yeah, she's a leader, but it's going to be for the leader skill, right? You've got her there for the leader skill. You know? But Trader can still be used even not as a leader. That's what's so good about him. You know, you don't lose much if he's not being the leader. Not too much, anyway. It worked. Nice. And you might want to test just switching back to your phone just to make sure everything's good. When you load up your phone, you might have... It's funny, you might actually have the account that you had on your emulator originally, because generally it just swaps the same two accounts back and forth, which is kind of weird, but yeah, that's the way it happens. I don't use Trader at all anymore. I don't use him as much as I used to, but mainly because I've just been using a lot of the Lone Wolves team. But I mean, I said about this in the Lily video. I think it was in the Lily video, or like one of my last streams or something. It was in my pull video for Trader, right? I said, I've got a soundbite for this team, right? I've got a soundbite for it. And the soundbite is, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. The soundbite is, there are 3 control characters in this team. But they don't have any control. It's mad. There's only 1 debilitating status effect in this entire team. And that is her specialist skill. That is honestly crazy. An entire attack team with no debilitating status effects. It's beyond crazy. This guy just needed to be way better than he was. There needed to be control on his signature move and his rush. Actual proper control. Like, he didn't need to do damage. He can't do damage. I've tried. He can't. This team has no control. It's mad. So, like, straight up, she might have to go. And that's the messed up bit. You might have to start sacrificing parts of the team. Eva and Ghost does most of the control. But, like, she has to hit a crit. Then it has to not be not be resisted. You know? I know it can sometimes pretty much be like 90% chance to crit effectively, and then like 20% chance to resist sort of deal. So it's not crazy, or 30% chance, but it's layered RNG, and that means it almost goes closer to 50-50 than it should be going closer to 50-50. Yeah, it did what you said. Yeah. It just switches the accounts back and forth. It's kind of funny. It means you just don't have to play the tutorial again, which is useful. I know I'm not agreeing. It's bad. She does most of the work. Yeah, I mean, I think he's an issue too. He should have had an attached weapon that had control on it. I know you could probably attach one to him. And I know I've gone for the ransack weapon, but again, there's no greens on this team that can objectively hold a ransack weapon properly. She's a massive damage dealer, and she is honestly a massive damage dealer. Like, they built these two as massive damage dealers, and then the other three alerts. So yeah, I'm not sure what do I do. Do I have his weapon as his base weapon? Oh, I have. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch them, aren't I? I'm gonna be attacking in such a weird way. I never attack like this. This is gonna be kind of weird. The reason I have to switch it round is because we have improved her base weapon. It's because I generally want to put the heavier damage dealer next to the 1535. Generally speaking. I need to upgrade her weapon. I haven't done that yet. I keep forgetting. I'm pretty sure we've got territories. We have indeed. Is the new thing having new allegiance entirely promo? Rather poor, but who's surprised? I think they're just, that was a cash grab, honestly. That's what it felt like. Because I will be honest, right? He's a free-to-play character. His kit is free-to-play. He is not promo. They just seem to throw him out advanced. He probably didn't sell very well because of that. He's almost definitely a free-to-play. He's worse than free-to-plays. The only good thing that he has in his kit are his passives, and that's generally what happens with free-to-play. Like, their rush might be good, their Sinich move might be good, or like one of their passives might be good with their Sinich move, or all of their passives might be good. All of his passives are pretty good. His counter damage reduction is good. The full enemy cleanse is decent, and then the defense down for every lone wolf is pretty good too. It's mainly that one, right? And then his leader skill is really good, but his rush is terrible. His Sinich move is terrible, which you just don't have on promos. He's almost definitely meant to be a free to play, and they just were like, nah, we're gonna promo him. Like, pretty much. And they decided to promo him first, which is the weirdest thing, because people would have to go in blind on him, hoping that the rest of the team was good. They did him, and then they did Michonne, right? I think it was that order, something like that. Yeah, no worries, flying moves. It's all good. It's all good. And then even this trader, it's kind of like he's only really, wherever he is, he's only really like good for the Lone Wolves team. You know, where is it? Where is he? I haven't leveled him up too much. I don't think I've done his skills yet. Some of them. The go again. Yeah. So he's only like good for Lone Wolves, but I do like his signature. His rush is pretty good, and he has some pretty good passives. So I wouldn't say he's free to play by any stretch, but like, his direct competition is Laura. Outside of Lone Wolves, I mean, he doesn't do much that is Lone Wolves specific, but I don't think he does anything that's Lone Wolves specific, right? No, he doesn't do anything that's specific to Lone Wolves. Oh, here we go. For each Lone Wolf teammate, the tap buff. I mean, that's okay. 20% chance to other teammates. I mean, what was that character back in the day that had like percentage chance to do like certain things? Man, they really need to look at other games and see how they do it, because other games do so much better. what was it called? I think he was a tough character. He was in a stash. Wasn't he in the second stash for Hordes or something like that? He might have been a 6-star actually. Let me just double check. Sergio. Sergio was his name, right? There he is. He was a 6-star. Deal 200% damage to one enemy. 20% chance to deal 1000% damage instead. And then it was like, one enemy gains 15% bonus HP. One teammate gains 15% bonus HP. 50% chance to gain 50% bonus HP instead. I don't think he had any other RNG. That was it. But like it, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was the reason this was terrible is because the difference was massive. The 150% to 1, 20% chance, 100% to 2. Both are pretty good, to be fair. And these 50-50s that have been coming out, it's better than 15% versus 50%. You know, focus for the entire team versus trauma for the entire enemy team. You could probably say focus is probably better than trauma, but still. Would have been worse to start with Eva and Ghost or Michonne, because if it was left till last, you'd feel like you needed him as a leader. I mean, the only people who would feel that way were Wales anyway, right? And he is better, and he is a good leader for them. There are Wales who are asking for Philip Blake to be rerun for that exact reason, right? They just did the wrong order. I think they probably should have released Philip Blake like they released Mike, where free-to-play could get 2 copies, and if you spent, you could get more. Like, they could have done a Lone Wolves, like, Mythic Trial style event, but not a Mythic Trial. And not, like, with the rare skin and stuff like that. I remember that was the worst. Wait, was he an anniversary character? No. Oh my god, he was. Damn, that was bad. I blanked that out. Blanked that out of my memory. To be fair, RTS has killed it on anniversary events the last 2-3 years. Mythic anniversaries have been really good. They have generally gone all out. This last one was probably the worst of the 3, but it's because the other ones were like built more like a Mythic Trial, and this one was not. We got weapons in the other ones, and we got other characters. In this, we didn't. In this one was very limited. But the character was decent at least. Wasn't search. It's some sort of gate. I think he was paywalled as an anniversary character, right? There are certain things you should definitely have as accessible. RTS just sometimes gets it wrong. Like, the monthly events need to be the most accessible things in the game to keep people interested and keep people playing the game. 100%. All the backgrounds, all is this orangey colour. I don't think it's like that in Mythics, right? Yeah, Mythics is based on their grade, I think. Let me just see if I've got a low grade character. Grade 1. What's the background? Green? Yeah. Okay. I wonder if it's like that for silvers and stuff. Purple background for these. Look at that. I do remember when Scopely talked to me about Mythics for the first time. They showed me the tier up system. Like, in terms of you know, grade 1 being blue. Sorry, grade 1 being green, then blue, then orange, then purple, and then lastly it went to like effectively just silvery white, which is generally the most common one. And I brought that up about like the standard tiering, you know, where common would be first, then green, then blue, then purple, then gold. But yeah, is what it is. It was too late at that point, I think. It's too late. I think whoever was in PC at that point was not very good. Like the info and the feedback they got on that stuff was not great. Like I went into the alpha for Conquest because, like, if you remember, I had videos that came out before Conquest, like previewing characters, previewing some parts of the game. I was in an alpha build of the game, right? Which meant I downloaded a completely second version of the game. Massive security around getting into the stuff. You know, I had to be like effectively like greenlit on the to be able to even log in, and a lot of stuff was broken. And I reported one particular issue, right? I remember reporting a couple of issues, but one particular one blew my mind because I was like, guys, I don't know what it is, but half my roster is not showing up in this, where I was like meant to detect your character to give you some collection items, right? And there was like 5, well, maybe not half, but it was like 6 or 7, particularly a couple of Telltale characters. I just went in to check a couple of Telltale characters, and it wasn't popping up, and I was like, and I brought this to attention, and they just kind of like shrugged it off, honestly. And then when it went live, that was one of the biggest bugs that was in the game, and I was like, I mean, I swear I said this. It was in the alpha as well. That's when they could have fixed it. I don't know. Maybe they didn't expect me to be. I mean, I'm fairly meticulous on this kind of thing. Like when I get those characters every week to preview, sometimes I notice bugs. Sometimes the character does have a bug, and I always pass it on. You know, it's nice that the character can get fixed before it gets released. And I'll be honest, they're much better. Well, who I pass it on to, I think it depends on who I pass it on to. But the person I pass it on to is much better with like taking note of the fact that there potentially is an issue. Sometimes there isn't. Sometimes they're like, actually, it's meant to work this way. Like there was one that messed me up, which was like, I thought there was an issue with a character because of disarm, right? But they didn't have an attached weapon, and I forgot to equip a weapon to them. And you can't disarm someone who doesn't have a weapon. That's mad, isn't it? I didn't know that. Because obviously you never attack teams who don't have weapons. So I was like, I can't disarm this character. My brain was like, I can't disarm this character. It's because he didn't have a slot weapon to disarm. I can't remember which character it was. I think it was Jesus way back in the day. Let me just check his kit. Is this not in alphabetical order? Oh no, it's in release order, isn't it? For some reason, I think I put a different weapon in his hands so that he didn't absolute defend me, and the weapon I put in his hands didn't have a third slot, so he couldn't be disarmed. I was just... When you learn something new, because that one was mad, because I just, like I said, never attacked people without a third slot, I guess. I thought I'd run into a bug. But it's pretty funny. It was pretty funny. Pretty funny. Okay. It's been a fun stream, guys. Just chilling out, relaxing with you guys. There's not much to do in the game when it comes to the streams and stuff. So it is pretty much just chatting and relaxing a lot of the time. There's nothing like that I can show you how to do or anything like that in the game anymore. So the streams are kind of dead, I'll be honest. And I've been thinking maybe I stop streaming RTS, because as much as I enjoy it, I think the day of the RTS streams is dwindling. I'm thinking that anyway. As fun as they are to do, it would mean I'd have to release more content. But again, there's not much content to do in RTS at the moment, so it's a very, very hard situation as a content creator. There's not much to do. Not much to do. Not much to do. And then they released the event information with like 6 hours before the event starts. So again, not much to do there. I'm not sure. RTS from a content creator's perspective is It's hanging by a thread, I think. Really, yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, this is my job, you know. It was once upon a time I was getting 150 viewers. How many viewers we got now? Let's check. 9. So you can kind of see what I'm saying. This it puts a lot of pressure on those 9 viewers. Puts a lot of pressure on those 9 viewers to do something, and I don't want to do that. If there's 150 viewers, every now and again, someone might hit the join button. Someone might do this. And like I say, as my job, that's what I kind of need that to happen. But when there's only 9 viewers, like I say, it puts a lot of pressure on those people to do something, and like, I don't want to be pressuring 9 people to do that. It's very nice if they do, but yeah. So we might go to 1 stream a week next year, just to test it out. Maybe with it being less often, people will be more interested, you know? If that makes sense. I might go back to just doing Thursday streams. And then Monday streams if I want to do a Monday stream, but not like because I feel I have to. The game is technically dead, only the war saves it, and that depends on who you ask. I mean, yeah, to a certain extent. I think without war, this game would be in a lot of trouble with a lot of people. Very understandable, yeah. Any reason Lily is offset from Herschel? Not gonna start those 120 talent upgrades for a day, but have to do 250 level ups for the mini Xmas event. Good attention to detail as usual. I mean, it benefits Scopely if they are a little bit offset. I wouldn't really worry too much about the Herschel one. But yeah, you would probably get more viewers if you just chatted food. Yeah, like if I set up some gear downstairs in my kitchen and just cooked food during my streams, maybe. Pressure, free space, yeah. And I'll be honest, I know this is gonna sound pretty bad, but I've got another YouTube channel, and I've released videos very casually on that channel. But those videos do better than my RTS videos at the moment. Like it's bad. Some of those videos are doing bad. Not consistently, because I haven't got massive following on those channels. But if I hit the right notes, like my videos are doing better. Considering I've only got only just over 100 subscribers on my other channel, I'm getting more views, and I don't get paid doing that at the moment. So I'm really debating putting a lot more time into that channel to get partnered to be able to put more time into it. You know, yeah, it's hard. It's a hard life as a content creator, especially when you like the game and you like the community. You know, I do like RTS. It's just there's not much to do. There's just not much to do at the moment. We're just committed. We've been watching so long. I mean, that's bad as well, right? That's bad as well. I don't want to feel like you have to be here, man. I appreciate it, but yeah. I don't know. If you did, it might motivate me to play the game more often. Okay. I'll try and make some content on that. I mean, I definitely need to build that channel out. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, man? Thanks for dropping in. There's some weapons that stun doesn't disarm, namely Dr. Denise and JJ's attached weapon. There was some weird one where I had an absolute defense weapon not get disarmed. It was actually clipped. I guess it'd been fixed, but it said 100% stun, like it was actually stun someone 100%, but they still absolutely defended me. We can't help it in its time of need. I mean, it's not on us to do it. You know, it's not on us. There's no challenge PvE. I mean, we've been here before, but there's no challenge PvE. The last PvE update we got was 3 years ago, which was Conquest, which lasted like 8 months to a year. They could easily just be doing Conquest resets every month. I talked about it. I mean, I talked about this. Steve's talked about this. You know, we had maybe differing opinions on rewards in those things, but they definitely could do that. They don't have anything that takes a month to do except the monthly events. And even though they're still a daily event, there's 30 of them in a row. You know, that's it. Everything in this game just is so short-winded. Everything is daily. They never like do anything that lasts a week. You know? Like even when they release a roadmap, right? Like this roadmap. You couldn't do it all in one go. It time unlocked every day. So it was like it was a week roadmap, but it was a daily unlock. And then you couldn't even do it every day, even if you tried. Not this particular one, but other roadmaps had a daily unlock. But this one, you couldn't do it straight away if you tried because you still need the currency. You know? Like this one was daily unlock. And we're kind of there now, but yeah. Yeah. When they did the challenging roadmaps, all people did was moan they were too hard. They don't have to put them in events though. They could tie them to something else. You know? They could tie them to some tokens every week. Like if they did a weekly roadmap and they gave away 1,000 advanced tokens for completing it, people would still do it. 1,000 a week is actually terrible. Maybe a bit more than 5,000 a week, right? And that means you can get like what's that? 10 pulls a year? Is that 10 pulls a year? Actually, it's more than 10 pulls. That's quite a lot of pulls. It's like 25 pulls or something. It's not too bad. But it wouldn't even have to be. It doesn't have to be like. It could be really short. You know, it literally could be this. Stage 1 is entry level. Like anyone should be able to do it. Stage 1 gives 1,000 tokens. Stage 2 gives 1,500, and stage 3 gives 2,500. Stage 1 anyone can do. Stage 2 is pretty difficult. Even veterans, it's going to be tough. Like it's not going to be straightforward. And this is literally going to be mind-blowingly nightmarish. Right? And that would help the game, I think. Because people would be talking about how to beat the stages from a content creator perspective. If it lasted a week, I could be able to create content around it. If they made it last a day, I can't create content around something that lasts a day. This game just doesn't have the player base for it anymore. But yeah. You can't disarm 4 slots at all. You can't proc disarm. You can't proc 4 slots with the disarm, but you can't disarm them at all. I recently started playing a new game, guys. It's a PC game. just to relax a little bit. I'm probably going to play it after my stream today. And I wonder if there's anyone in chat who's actually ever played this game. It's called RimWorld. I talked about it before. I might have even shown it before. But boy, is it fun. Have I done the level ups here? Yeah, I have. Okay. But boy, is it fun. So much fun. Then why does it say this one can't? I mean, yeah, that's what it means. 4 slot cannot be disarmed. It can't be disarmed. Disarms don't proc any weapons at all. Right? Read the disarm specialist. Wherever that is. This fighter will never trigger a special or epic weapon effect. Epic is 4, specialist 3rd. That activates when an enemy fighter is defending, right? When this fighter performs a critical attack on a human target, that target will be disarmed for 2 turns. Disarmed fighters lose any slot 3 special effects granted by their weapons. So disarm itself removes 3rd slots, but a disarm can never proc 3rd or 4th. Special is 3rd, epic is 4th. That's how I always thought it was. But it could mean about tiers, but epic could potentially mean like dark blue. You know? And that's special. But it means 3rd or 4th. You can see in the 4th slot, this ransack cannot be disarmed. It's got a disarm mark and a cross. Right? It can't be disarmed in any way. But if this was like days on defense, I don't think I've got any of those actually. I think I have one. If it was days on defense, I had trouble finding this weapon before. I'm gonna search for it again and just can't find it. I think it was called Raven's weapon. It wasn't. It was called Razzo's. Okay, so this one's days. If disarm attacks this, you can't disarm the 4 slot, but you can't proc it either. Yeah, it's on every 4 slot. Every single 4 slot. Nothing can ever be disarmed in the 4 slot. So other teammates who can still get dazed in that situation, but yeah. Just a bit of interesting information. Okay. I think I'm going to wrap up my stream here, guys. We have only got 2 more streams to Christmas. I think I'm going to be streaming War this weekend, because I think there is a War this weekend, right? Let me look at the calendar. Cross-region War this weekend. It's going to be the 15th to the 17th, so it starts tomorrow. I'll probably stream on Saturday for a little bit, okay? Like I said, I'm going to wrap up this stream, guys. I will be doing a giveaway on my Monday stream for people who are on the stream, and it's because last Monday's giveaway winner has not claimed their prize yet. I'm giving them till tomorrow because I messaged them on Tuesday instead of Monday. So I'll see you on Monday, and there could be an extra 10,000 advance tokens, I think it was, to give away. So yeah, I'll see you on Monday for that. But yeah, well, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Thank you very much for hitting the like button. Thank you very much for just hanging around and chatting. Has been some fun. Take care. Have a good weekend if I don't see you on my War stream, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.